He's nothing like me. He's
he created the #1 podcast of all time,
the Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah. And let's catch up with Redban here today because we found some interesting things. The second episode of Deathsquad Chronicles out of the brand new Deathsquad studio has been taped. And this one was wild. It was packed with people from the Kill Tony show. You know, he's had a real big downgrade with this show. Remember the Ice House Chronicles or Deathsquad Chronicles? This used to be heavy hitters. Joe Rogan, Doug Stanhope, Joey Diaz. It was all the older comics sitting around that very table years ago. This is why people got into it. And now it's the likes of open micers from the Kill Tony show. Well, anyway, they got talking about shitting. They got talking about hotel shits, stuff that they do in hotels, using wet wipes, poo humor, stuff like that. And Brian Redban, of course, is the king of the shit, right? He loves talking shit. He's 45 years old. He's been doing this for quite some time. He loves poo humor and stuff like that. Well, we caught Redban taking a tip out of Tony's book and editing out a scene. We caught Redban editing during a discussion of wiping. Now, because Redban is so poor at everything that he does, of course, he should have cut all of it out, but he only cut out one part of it. So let's see what he didn't cut out, which is damning enough on its own. This is from the latest Deathsquad Chronicles featuring a bunch of very terrible comedians. Let's see this. Here we are, and it's 44 minutes in. Let's find out.
I texted you.
It was
Aster Coup.
I went deep because I know
In
that
your butthole?
No, I just know that there's no other web podcast I can go on there and just talk about poop.
Okay, so they're talking about his appearance on Your Mom's House. Remember, he was a guest on the Tom Segura Christina P show, talking about how he's got a poop story on there that was epic. We're going to take a look at that afterwards, but let's hear what they're talking about.
You know, because I don't do like dysentery anymore.
They're very
you know?
poo friendly.
Yeah, they love poop. So I just went out of control and like I went super deep on my poop stories, and man, it felt so good.
I gotta hear it. You wipe your butt? I'll be honest, I have not wiped my butthole in 3 years. I now plan it where I jump in the shower right afterwards.
Oh,
okay, so your typical comics talking about how they wipe. Okay, we've seen this. You've got Joel Mendez. This is the drummer from Kill Tony. This is an open micer from Kill Tony right here with the beard, and this big fat guy with the beard is another open micer from Kill Tony. He's saying he developed a plan, right, where right after he shits, he goes in the shower. Okay, we've heard this before. Let's hear some more. We're going to hear one that we've never heard before from Brian Redban himself.
Burritos down there or something like that.
It used to take me forever to wipe my asshole.
So
I would wait till the shit
wasn't
on there. There would be times where I would be wiping my butthole for 15 minutes, taking breaks in between, just genuinely pissed.
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck?
A lot of hair?
What is this? I don't know. I would just be wiping, and there would
just
be
ghost
shit
wipe.
on it.
Yeah, ghost wipe.
And so then I started getting in the shower, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
You got to switch to those like wet wipes.
Yeah,
wet wipes.
I know.
Get a
I
bidet.
have before. I did that in the past.
Yeah, I can't not have wet wipes now. It's gotten to the point where if I don't have wet wipes, I pretty much am fucked.
Okay. It's gotten to the point where if I don't have wet wipes, I'm pretty much fucked. Okay, we've heard this before. Let's hear. Brian's got another method, too, that we certainly have not heard before. Let's take a listen.
I don't even remember how to use a normal toilet paper.
That's great.
And so the best is when you're at a hotel and you're only there for a night, you're like, oh, I'm getting these towels wet and just wiping my ass.
What? Wait, what the hell? The best is when you're at a hotel and they don't have wet wipes and you say, damn, I'm getting these towels wet. I'm going to... Let's hear that again.
Remember how to use a normal toilet paper.
That's great.
And so the best is when you're at a hotel and you're only there for a night, you're like, oh, I'm getting these towels wet and just wiping my ass and throwing them underneath.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? He's serious. So when he's at a hotel and he doesn't have wet wipes, he wets the towels and wipes his ass with the towel and then hides the towel. Listen, he's going to continue on this. And then there's a weird cut coming up.
Great.
And so the best is when you're at a hotel and you're only there for a night, you're like, oh, I'm getting these towels wet and just wiping my ass and throwing them underneath.
We caught him.
Oh, wow. I'm going to start
underneath
bringing my own towels.
Well, one time, I think it was like
underneath the bed.
Yeah.
maybe a year ago when we had that Airbnb in Phoenix, and I think,
Wait, real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Real pro tip, if you do use a towel to wipe your ass, to cover it up so that the housekeeper doesn't freak out too much, you just put coffee grounds on it.
Wow! This is unreal. You put coffee grinds on it, and that way she grabs it with her hands, thinking it's just coffee, and oh no! She won't care. You've seen what these women do. Theo Vaughn's.
Yeah, he plays the same game that Theo
Yeah.
played with that lady, except for it's just finding his
Shitty
shits
towels.
hidden all around the room.
So this is really disgusting. Let's hear that again.
Keeper doesn't freak out too much, you just put coffee grounds on it. And then,
On the
and then
on
it
the
just
towel?
looks like then you just looks like you were like
How
cleaning
long
a
did it
coffee.
take for you to
changer.
realize to do that?
7
When you
years.
start doing that, how long?
Oh, well, then it's fine.
I've left,
And then look at that. Right there, a very weird cut, and it jumps to another conversation. So this guy asked, how long have you been doing that? And then it cuts. So Redban obviously answered that, then realized later that, oh no, this is kind of crazy. I can't be talking about how I use hotel towels and shit on them. And cut that whole part up, but forgot to cut out, the premise here, which is dastardly enough.
too much, you just put coffee grounds on it. And then,
On the
and then
on
it
the
just
towel?
looks like and then you just looks like you were like
How
cleaning
long
a
did it
coffee.
take for you to
changer.
realize to do that?
7
When you
years.
start doing that, how long?
Oh, well, then it's fine.
I've left like iPhone charger before.
And then it cuts, and they're talking about something completely different. So look at that. Brian Redban uses hotel towels to wipe shit off his ass and then just hides the towels around, puts some coffee grinds on them so that they won't be suspicious. Very disgusting, right? A true fool's activity. But it gets worse. He mentioned in this clip that he told a really disgusting clip on Your Mom's House. So we went back this morning and we scanned through and we found the story. And this story, if you thought Tony Hinchcliffe's slop top was a disgusting tale, wait till you hear this one. This might be the grossest story I've ever heard. Let's watch. This is from Your Mom's House last week, featuring Brian Redban.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So she was known for getting drilled, like bad, and like
To
she-
vaginal and anal, or
yeah. Well, this is an anal day.
Well,
no.
let me ask you this
Oh.
before you even get to the story.
Oh, no.
Would there be like, is it the kind of thing where like Sunday?
Okay, it looks like we're having some slight problems with our stream right now. Isn't this an unbelievable week here? I'm sick. We get hit with the microphone problems. Now we're getting hit with the stream going down. Will you let them know? It looks like our stream went down. Let's see if it goes back up on its own. Yeah. What a weird day. Why are they punishing me like this? What have I done that I need to be punished so unfairly? All right, let them know. Yeah, this is really, everything's going bad for me all at once here today. But let's see. We had this hang up on our last show, and it popped back up for everybody. Remember, it worked out just fine.
Yes.
So let's see if it comes back on. A story so vile, it took the live stream down. Yeah, every time we get into the really grody stuff, it seems like the stream goes down. Someone's saying it's back. I can't imagine that because it hasn't come back for me. Oh, and then if they refresh, they're going to lose the page?
Yep.
Oh, my God, don't refresh.
Yeah,
Tell
I
them
said
that. Okay. And then Cameron, it's like, what's going on with the website went down too? What's going on with the site, by the way? All right, so we're just waiting for our stream to come back here. I'm asking Cameron, what the hell's going on with the site, by the way? The site is still down. We've got me sick, the site down, live feed is down. The microphone stopped working. What's going on? So we're just waiting here. I guess we could play some music.
Oh,
Wait. We just came back here. And if you refresh, you're going to completely lose the page, which I'm sure half the people have done, right? Completely forgetting and lost the page.
I think it's coming back up.
Are we coming back? Okay. It needed to restart same error, but it happened on all of its own. Okay. Looks like we're back here. Are we back? All right. Let's get into Redban's chilling story. I waited for you.
Day, you know that she's working Tuesday and Thursday that week. You know what I mean? Like, was there build up to things? Would you know tomorrow?
She worked every day.
Every day?
Yeah. This girl, I don't want to say who she is anymore.
Here we
go. This girl was one of the top girls, and she was working multiple movies every single day. And
God,
blah, blah, blah.
she's still doing it?
No, she's out of it now. That's why I don't really want to talk about it. But,
Yeah, that's. But she was known for getting drilled.
She was known as one of the more extreme girls.
Okay.
Like, yeah, kind of like an Asa Akira. You know,
You're going to want to hear this story.
So she had an anal day. And usually,
do you know this the day before? Is that how it works?
No, I think I knew this that day.
That day.
Like I was like, "What happened tonight?" Oh, I got fucked in the ass by two guys in the ass. I was like,
really?
Right. But I was so dead inside, that, like in this relationship, like I don't even know how I did this. But and usually she would come home and like shower. She had like a thing in her shower that actually just cleaned her asshole out, and like kind of like a douche stick. I don't even know what it was called. It was just connected to the shower. It was weird. And she got off and she's like, I'm ready to pick me up. I got a cool party we're going to go to. And so we went to Slash's house of Guns N' Roses. And because she was friends with his wife at the time before they got divorced. Okay. And Slash's house is this huge mansion. Half of it is just a nightclub. It's just like being in a nightclub. They have full bouncers, bartenders, DJs.
He's like 60 by now.
Yeah.
So what, Christine?
It was ridiculous. Okay. And we decided to do Molly. She had never done
for him.
Like ecstasy before, you know.
Right.
So she's like, "Let's do ecstasy and go to this party." And, so,
let's see what happens with all these rock stars.
Right. Yeah, I know. Right. Huh. So we do ecstasy. She's never done it before. She is gone. She's just like, "I want to fuck so bad. I'm so horny." And I was like, "Let's go outside." So we go outside, and there's a sign like, "Do not go past this gate." You know, the party wasn't. You're not allowed going up this.
Yeah.
So we go past the gate, and it's his pool area. And there's this big bush by the pool, and we go in the bush to hide, and I just start eating her ass out. And I forgot about the what she did that day before, right? and I'm eating her butt, and she's like, "Oh my God, I can't feel my butt." And I was like, "I can't feel my mouth," and she accidentally fucking farts a shit into my mouth. And I go, and
okay. I'm eating a girl's ass, and she accidentally farts a shit into my mouth. And look at Tom Segura's face. Wow, even that's too far for Tom Segura. Let's hear this again. Now, remember, he was fucking, it was some porn stars, so she had put numbing cream on her ass to get anally fucked.
I guess so.
The day before.
That's the story.
So she was numb. He was eating out her ass. She farted, and a shit went into his mouth. He ate a log of shit. Let's hear this again.
Her butt, and she's like, "Oh my God, I can't feel my butt." And I was like, "I can't feel my mouth." And she accidentally fucking farts a shit into my mouth. And I go, and I taste it. Like you know, like how you, like it was it's in my mouth at this point. And I'm like, I don't want her to know that she did this. So I blew it back into her butt. And then I start wiping my face off on her butt. And I remember she just had smears all over her butt. She couldn't feel that I blew it back into her. And then I drank pool water because it was so disgusting.
Oh, God, I'm traumatized.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Okay. Very weird.
Could that
story.
even possibly be true? That sounds kind of like
I
a little bit
blew
of a
the
lie.
shit back into her butt. People are saying this is a definite lie.
Yeah.
Embellishing. Lie, no possible way. The lie is actually worse. This is worse than the towel story. Yeah, okay. Imagine that. That's the most disgusting part. Imagining a shit going into your mouth. Woo! So that's it. Let's hear how they recover.
Bye.
God.
God, man. What the
I need
fuck?
a minute. Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
What do you call that? Ringtone?
Okay.
It's just when you think the show
In
can't
his
get
shirt,
any
it says,
You thought Uncle
me like poop fart.
No way. On Brian Redban's shirt. Let's say that again. Me like poop fart. I'm not kidding. That's what his shirt says. What's going on with these people? Remember, this guy's 48 years old. I'm not even kidding. That's really, really crazy. That's really bad. They're saying it's back up. Offline again. No, no, no. This is a really bad day here for the bar. Okay? Forgive me. Forgive me, and hopefully by Wednesday we will be back being good again. Okay, so there it was. 2 disgusting stories from Brian Redban. I've never heard of something more despicable